They call this part of the country the Bible Belt for a reason. Historically, religion, particularly the Protestant variety, has played a major role in shaping the culture we live in down south. And some of its biggest proponents are women. Jennifer Horn is a University of Alabama staffer, and she has helped to edit a group of essays into a book called Circling Faith, Southern Women on Spirituality. Jennifer, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having me here.
Yes, ma'am. It is our pleasure. And this is the book right here. I'll go ahead and hold it up, and they can get a nice shot of it, and you can tell us all about it.
Well, to start with, the cover art is terrific. We just love it. It's by Beth Ann Hill, who's a Birmingham artist, and she did the covers for both our books. So you can judge a book by its cover.
There you are.
It's a collection of essays by Southern women, some of them professional writers, some not, about their varieties of personal spiritual experience.
Now, I noticed in the materials that you guys sent me, if you go and you purchase this book, you're not necessarily going to find your typical Methodists and Presbyterians and Southern Baptists. You guys actually ran into a variety of women living here in the Bible Belt of faith, of differing faiths, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what we were going for. We felt like there was a pretty good representation of that traditional denominational perspective, and so we went looking for some different things. We have an essay called What We Can't Tell You About Voodoo, Why We Can't Talk to You About Voodoo. Right. So, you know, we got kind of out there in some places, and then others are more traditional. The poet Mary Carr talks about becoming a Roman Catholic after a lifetime of just absolutely not being religious. So we're all over the place with a lot of different perspectives.
Now, this is not the first book that you and Wendy have worked on, and you worked on another one here, and it's called All Out of Faith. And both of these are being put out by University Press.
Exactly.
And again, another religious book. What is drawing you ladies to these religious books, these spiritual books, these faith-based books?
Well, you know, I think for both of us, if you grow up in the South, it's the most religious part of the country compared to the other regions in the country. And if you don't quite fit in, you might just feel isolated and alone. And so what we wanted to do with these books was to say, look, if you maybe don't fit into the traditional religious Protestant Christian situation here, you're not alone. There are people who see things in all kinds of different ways, have all kinds of different spiritual experiences. You can still have a spiritual life even if you're not mainline Protestant Christian.
There you go. You don't have to be Southern Baptist.
Exactly.
Let's talk a little bit about women and faith, regardless of which religion it is. This has been my experience. Women have always seemed to be the big proponents, the people of strong faith, at least in my life growing up. Why is that? Why, especially in the South, are our women so very faithful and religious?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that. I was talking to somebody recently about that very thing. And you know, one of the things that we came to was that the church has been a place that women can exercise their energy, their leadership. During the civil rights movement, it was very important. Women in the African American churches, they might not have been able to be at the top leadership of the church in terms of being a minister, but they were strong forces there. So that's one possible answer.
It's something historically they've been allowed and encouraged to participate in. All righty. Well, Jennifer, thank you very much for being with us today, and best of luck with both books.
Thank you.
You can find out more about Circling Faith, including how to get a copy, online at uapress.ua.edu or by calling 205-348-1566.